let's do some makeup. It's Wednesday, it's hump day. Middle of the week, yay. All right, already moisturized with my Nivea cream, got some Vaseline on. I can't wait to take this hair out on Friday. I am so ready. My wife wanted me to leave it in another week, so I did. It's so beautiful, but I'm so ready to just wash my head. So excited for that. Let's do eyebrows first. So I'm gonna gel it. I've been gelling just a little. I just take a little bit and I just kind of go like this to get it all in there. Same thing on this side. And I take my eyebrow thing and I work it up and kind of just bring it like that. That way the shape is kind of there and then I can see what I need to fill in. LA Girl Brow Pomade. Just light strokes. And throughout my makeup process, like from beginning to end, I'm touching up my eyebrows. Like when I'm doing powders, I'm touching it up. I'm creams, I'm touching it up. So it's not something that's done in the beginning. I just kind of prepare my eyebrows, like I fill them in, but they're not just ready to go after that. They have to be touched up throughout the process. So this side. Do the other side. Okay. So they're not perfect, they're just filled in. And then we clean up. I've been using my NYX Pro Stick just to clean up. And I've been really into like dark makeup lately because we've been watching Wednesday. So I'm gonna do like dark makeup today as well. Concealer brush. Okay, and I'm gonna take my Huda Beauty. This is in Sweet Honey, and I'm gonna use it just to kind of set the concealer, so there's no creases when I apply my eyeshadow. So I'm gonna use my Dominique Cosmetics Celestial Thunder palette, and I'm gonna use this gray in here as like the first base. Oh yeah, that's dark. Well, it is gray, so I guess. And this was just like one layer. So I think I'm gonna just do one layer and just blend and not do too many layers of this. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna use this other color. It's called Black Matter, right in the center. It's not really dark, it's just kind of glittery, which is nice. 2 layers of that. Okay, as I layer it is getting darker. So we'll just keep it just on the lid itself. Well, that's pretty dark. Love it. It's like dark and glittery. Nice combo. All right, so I do want to keep it light, like under my eyebrows. So I'm just gonna use this Fit Me pressed powder in 312. Great. All right, so let's use our e.l.f. Putty Primer. Ooh, my nails. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's do a foundation. I'm gonna use my Infallible, the foundation I pretty much use to go to work. And I'll just take like a flat brush and spread it out. Good time to go over my eyebrows and create the shape I want. All right, kind of just spread it out. And I'm very excited to announce that my Makeup Revolution stick this is it. So we'll be done with it soon. And for my nose, I've just been going to like right there. Because what I've noticed is when I go too low, like this whole nose area gets really, I just don't like how it looks. So I've stopped going too deep in. Contour brush. And I like to do my blush at this time before I do my concealer. So I'm gonna use my e.l.f. blush. These are highly pigmented, so you don't need a whole lot. Just right there and right there. Okay, and I blend it right above my contour. And sometimes I do take it under the eye like that because I use it as like also a color corrector for my dark circles my dark circles under my eyes, the pigmentation. So that's why I kind of spread it the way I do, like this. And that's why I do my blush before my concealer, so that it can get all of that. Next things next, let's do concealer. So for under eyes, I'm gonna use my House Labs. Give that a lift. Okay. And then I'm gonna use my L'Oreal Infallible concealer for the rest of my face. So right there, right here, here, and there. So you should look like this. Now, I always start blending on the outside of my face before I get to the center so that it has more time to kind of dry down before I start blending. So let's do that. I'll take my contour brush and just kind of re-blend that area. Now I can take my concealer brush and go in under the eye. So you can still see the blush area, not so much under my eye, but when I put down my powder, you won't really see any pink like under my eye. You'll just see it. And then I add extra blush powder there, so it just works out. Okay, at this stage, what I like to do is use my Charlotte Tilbury spray. This mattifies all the creams down and has them dry down faster. Okay, it really helps dry down those creams really fast. I can get to the pre-setting of my face. So I'm gonna go in and set my contour since that's the first thing I put down. So I'm gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury. This is in Deep Fonce. Okay, so now we've set kind of our contour so we can work on these parts of our face. So to preset those, I'm going to be using my One Size pressed powder. This is in medium. And I'm just going to use a big fluffy brush. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the light version of the One Size and get under the eyes. So I'm gonna get like a smaller fluffy brush. Okay, now the whole face is pretty preset. So remember when we talked about you're gonna go in and fix your eyebrows routinely? So at this stage, I lost some of my eyebrow to like powders and stuff, and I'm not putting in any product. Whatever's just on here, I'm just gonna make sure my shape is what I want it to be. So we have preset our face, our whole face. So now I can go in with my Laura Mercier setting powder and I can really set further. I use a really light amount. I don't use a whole lot. So you can see I'm setting just where I put my concealer. I'm not setting my contour area because I've already set that with different powder. Okay, and at this stage, you should look like you've dried everything down at this point and rework my contour. So I'm gonna go with my Fenty Beauty and Island Teen and kind of liven up my cheeks with a little bit of warmth. And this is also a good time to do some more powdered blush, pressed powdered blush. So I'm actually going to use my NARS. This is an Orgasm X. It's like really pink, so I don't use a whole lot of it because it's very, very pigmented. Maybe just 2 strokes. Maybe 3 is fine. Okay, so I do want to bring some eyeshadow under my eyes like I usually do, so I'm going to go back in with my palette, and I think I'm going to go in with the gray under my eyes. Probably gonna be like, what the hell, that work when I'm in. Alrighty, and I'm gonna use my Kajol. So I've been using my Kajol a lot. I really like it. You open it up like this, and then you basically get it in your eye, and you close it around your eyeball, and just pull it back and forth. So then it gets on the top and the bottom. Adds that extra drama that I want. Okay, so let's go in with a mascara. I'm gonna use my Fenty Hella Thick. Okay, and I always take it through my eyebrows. And you see there's spots that come up that need to be filled in that didn't get filled in. So then I'm able to take some more product this time. There you go. So at this stage, what I need is some highlight. So excellent. And I'm also going to be going in with my One Size in light, and I'm just going to go under my eyes and make sure it's brightened up. Okay. And another thing I'm going to do is use my MAC pressed powder, and I'm just going to go over this area to make sure we are all dialed in. Perfect. All right, let's give her another spray. See, it dries down super fast. Love it. Okay, just because I'm gonna be extra bold today, I'm going for my black lip liner. This is from NYX. It's literally called Black Lips. Okay, maybe just a little bit too dark for work. What I'm gonna do is just put like a lip gloss on this, but I think it's a little too dark for work. So this is one of my favorite nude lipsticks by Anastasia Beverly Hills, Blush Brown. So let's just go in. You see I'm kind of blend the edges of the lip liner. So now it doesn't look too like harsh. I like it. I like how the eyeshadow matches the face. I feel very Wednesday today. So let's do a little bit more mascara. Do another layer. And there she is. Hope you love. See you next time. Bye.